you're happy, right?
That we're started?
No. Now you're happy about the free agent haul, right?
Did something just happen? We got rid of Taven? Or
No.
did we just get a brand new pick?
No.
I didn't hate Josh Oliver.
I mean, but we signed 12 players.
We drafted 12 players in the crappy draft and won one game. Seems like we're going down that same road. I'm having a hard time getting over Baloney Boy right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Your trust is not there, is what you're saying.
I'm trying to.
Malcolm Brown's good.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good. I guess that was a trade, wasn't it? I mean, it's nice to have Tyson Alu back.
I don't mind that.
He was a good citizen.
We should have never. But see, with Tyson, we should have never got rid of him in the first place. Remember, Tyson's that same thing with who's the really garbage left tackle that we had?
Luke Jokel.
Yeah, like we were like, okay, he can't help that he was drafted that high,
right?
But he's a reasonable offensive line. He's a serviceable guy. He could be a swing guy, and he got picked up by Seattle right away. Tyson Alualu has played a decent career, had a decent career. I don't mind. He's better than Taven, but like that's still nothing. Like who's a true starter that we got? Besides, I mean, Marvin Jones Jr. Okay, but that doesn't erase the other guys.
I mean, are you forgetting about Jihad Ward?
No, I mean that's dangerous. I don't ever want a Jihad.
Wait,
like why would you want that?
I am confused about.
Or is that a person? Are we talking about
Jihad on the rest of the AFC South?
Oh, okay, well, okay, I'm okay. Well, you know what? We can make a slogan and make a shirt for that. Mm-hmm. We got 1 week to find out where it's going to be good.
I'm confused about the Griffin brothers. Do we have both?
Yeah,
it's a package deal. I've heard.
Well, how come he wasn't?
He's a restricted. One's a restricted free agent, is what I was hearing. So we have to. Wouldn't we have to give up something for a restricted free agent?
I don't know. That's what I'm confused about because the Jags, got the PR announcement today of who they've come to terms with, and I just see Shaquille Griffin.
Yeah.
What's the other one's name?
Shaquem, or something like that.
Shaquem.
Yeah.
Queen.
Okay,
Shaquem.
So, do we have both? Are we sure?
Yes.
Are we all hands on deck?
A lot of people.
Everybody on Twitter was like, "It's a fact. Stop it."
We're gonna have his coach on.
I would have went right past that.
I'm gonna have Corey. We're gonna call. We're gonna call. But Corey talks like that. So
I know that's when
people are like,
I didn't know which one we had.
No, I'm with you. So like I saw what you were doing in the group chat. I'm like, you know what? Don't worry, Denny. You're a good guy. I got you, dog.
Yeah, I didn't know. Do y'all know which one's which? Now you do.
Now I do.
The names are way too close.
Right. You said Shaquem?
They can't both start with a SHAQ.
Like people were texting me, people were telling me, yes, no, but they can't James, we have the Shaqs. Yes, James, we have the Shaqs. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, so
we also have Shaq Quarterman.
Oh,
never got any playing time last year.
Yeah, did he not? He got some special teams run. So it's okay. And I'm serious about this. Is Shaquille or Shaquille?
It's not Shaquille.
I think
that's Shaquille O'Neal as a basketball player. I don't know if you remember him.
I do.
It's pretty good,
but I don't know. Like SHAQUILL. Okay, Shaquille and Shaquem.
Sure.
Okay. So we've got 13 really. If we're counting Shaquem, then we've got 13 that we signed. There's only 45 on the active game day roster. That's a large sum of people right there.
If Dave Caldwell was still the GM, do you think that? I don't really know how people feel about how the Jags free agency was, anyways. But how would you guys feel any differently about it?
I can say with certainty, if Dave Caldwell was still the GM, we would have landed one of the bigger guys. I really believe that because he consistently did that.
I can say with
they would be bust.
I can say with certainty, if Dave Caldwell would have done this, we would be ripping his ass right now.
There's no way.
That's my point.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, there's no doubt about that. What I'm saying is he consistently showed the ability to go out, and perhaps he overpaid. I don't know. Well, we know he did with
What's the point? It's like this. What's the point of having muscles if you don't flex? You've got this money. It's no rollover minutes. It's not like rollover minutes. You don't get, just spend it. Like, okay, fine.
No, there are rollovers.
So if we don't spend,
Yes.
So how much? So we get that into all that cushion.
No,
going back
I don't
next
know
year?
what
I-
the. There's
I'm gonna sound like I don't know what I'm talking about, and I probably don't. But I heard it's like you have to spend up to 95%. I think you get to roll over a good. I don't know. I have to look it up.
No, you're not far from wrong. I think it's somewhere in that 20 million, 25 million range, which would put it at 95%. Like, because it's 185 million, right?
Right.
The
So
salary
okay,
cap.
you know what?
It's something
Fine.
like that. So you do get to roll that over.
If this is the narrative, then this should have been. If this is what's going on, then this is the narrative that should have been said from the beginning. Because frankly, I'm just tired of being lied to. Now, this isn't just a Jaguars thing. This is an FSU thing. This is everything in my life right now.
Everybody's lying to you.
Just tell me the truth. Say we fired Baloney Boy. Don't have any delusions of grandeur. We won one game. Progress is 4.
What did you want
this
him to do?
year? What I wanted, there was some pretty. I wanted to get a quality tight end.
Okay.
I wanted to get a quality receiver, which we got that.
Mhm.
I relatively got that. I believe Marvin Jones Jr. is better than what we have on our roster. So I'll say that. I wanted some better D. I wanted a better D lineman. I don't even know if that was available, but
I mean,
fine.
are you not counting Malcolm Brown in that? I'm being serious about Malcolm Brown. He's a good player.
okay, great. Like fine. Like is that if
I mean, they got Tyson Alualu
Mhm.
and Malcolm Brown,
then
both good
those
players.
those are upgrades.
right? And then your boy Roy Robertson Harris, which okay, whatever. I'm not
I guess
arguing
right
with
now,
you, James.
like I said, right now, did we get anybody at a position that we could seriously say, based upon what they did the last few seasons, is better than anybody else in our division? And I don't think we've done that.
Here's the quality I think they got. I think Alualu, Malcolm Brown, Shaq Griffin was a good pickup.
Right. I'm with that one.
Rayshawn Jenkins, Marvin Jones Jr. are all impact players. Now, are they Pro Bowlers? No, not even
They're
close.
impact players for our roster.
They were impact players where they were at.
Jenkins was an impact player where he was at.
Yes.
Like that. Like to where he's like, so when he comes to the AFC South, he's going to be considered one of the best players in the AFC
The
South.
Chargers safety?
Yeah, I'm just asking.
He's
just
a
making
good
sure.
player. I don't know if he's a best player.
Again, I'm not mad at good players. Good players are fine. You do need to have a roster full of good players. But my thing is we need, like, in order for us to be where one of your expectations to be for the playoffs, we need better free agents than that.
But here, and I'm not taking up for what Ben has done, Balky.
Because I'm going to put this on him, but I'm Urban. I'm not far from loading the gun to you, man.
It's on his watch.
I'll leave that to
I'm not taking up for what he's done, but I will say this. Free agency's far from done in the salary cap year.
You're right.
There's going to be, like, I'm almost certain that there's going to be an impact tight end move made before training camp. It may be a draft day trade. They've got 11 draft picks. Like, it may be something like that none of us see.
I'm not throwing it away yet. I'm just saying, based upon what I've seen right now, I don't have a reason to be excited. If other people feel like they want to be happy and smiles and Hallmark cards, I'm not going to take it away from you.
There's not a reason to be excited, but I don't think there's also a reason to be.
I'm not saying we're going to lose again.
Oh,
I'm
no,
just
we're
saying,
going to go 14 losses.
Yeah, I'm just right now. I just thought with this funny money that we had, to use Rush Probst's term, I just thought it would be a little bit more exciting. And it missed me with the explaining it away stuff. Yes, we have spent the most money on free agency. We have also probably spent the least on keeping what we've developed here. Like, it's a combination in building your roster.
See, there's the problem. I thought about that earlier today. Is after 2017, you'd look at free agency and you'd go, okay, yeah, we've got, I don't remember what it was, $30 million, $40 million available, whatever. But we can't spend it because we have to re-sign this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. We don't have any of those.
If you were telling me that, James, we have to be, then I'm fine. But we don't.
I mean, who is a priority re-signed? Who's the biggest? DJ? Chark?
Yeah.
I mean, that's it, right? Is that the only one that's got one?
Well, Cam right now is just, you're trying to figure out what he is, I guess, with this year when you franchise tagged him.
I mean,
By the way,
guys, am I missing somebody?
No. I think it's the Chark, and even people with him are like, I don't know. By the way, last CBA, the rollover was you had to spend 89%. I think it's more than that now, but it's right around there.
Yeah, I thought it was 90. So yeah, we're in the ballpark. But yeah, I mean, that's not the case. Josh Allen, we would have said a year ago, okay, you need to start, working on that. But
We'll
he's
see
still
what
got
he does
another
this
year.
year. Yeah.
DJ Chark, there's got to be another one, guys. We can't have drafted that poorly. There's got to be.
Well, you're gonna have to.
James
Robinson, you're gonna have
next
to
year,
figure out
yeah.
what you want to do with him.
Josh Oliver.
Josh Oliver's gone.
Oh,
I feel bad for Josh. Like,
Josh Oliver, and then the linebacker from the small school that we picked the year after that. His brother played with the Giants.
God, from like Morgan State or something.
Yeah. Like they didn't ask.
Murray
They
State.
didn't ask to be put in that position. Like
Who is that?
I just remember his brother played.
Yeah,
His brother played
Williams.
at Clemson.
Quentin Williams. No,
Yeah,
his brother
Quentin.
played at Alabama.
Alabama, that's right. It's Quentin, right? Or Quinn is the brother.
Quentin's a brother. Quincy.
Okay.
Is he gone?
No, I'm
He's
just
still
saying.
on the
I
Jags.
feel like for the same for Josh Oliver
Murray
as was
State.
about to happen with him. Like they were drafted a little early
Third
because they had athleticism. They
Well,
had
Josh
something.
Oliver was what round? Third?
I believe so.
Yeah, I
Quincy
think-
Williams was.
I think they're both third rounds. But like nobody, when it happened, they're like, oh.
Yep, third round for both.
But
Has Josh Oliver's played in 3 games?
he's been hurt.
4 games?
3 receptions, 15 yards for his career.
Yeah, he was one of the ones that came in a lot
You can't even say he sucks.
during quarantine.
But you know what? That's my problem right there. I know we're talking about him. I can't even say these guys legit suck because there's no film.
Right.
Like that's where people that's what's really frustrating with people trying to tell me, James, calm down. How do you know these people? A lot of these guys are good when you can't evaluate them. Like, why don't you sign me then? I don't have any film either, and I'm cheaper. $8 million. So let's put this even Marvin Jones Jr. What was his contract? I forgot what his contract. I think he's getting $15 million guaranteed or something like that.
I don't know.
But it's
Did you just?
He just said the contract.
Goodness gracious! This guy
Good
is
night.
a walking.
He didn't even have it.
14 and a half.
Didn't
He's
even
actually
Google
wrong about that.
Whatever, but-
He said 14. 9.2 is guaranteed.
So, but it's 2 years, $18 million.
No, 2 years, 14 and a half.
No, I'm saying-
But he gets 9 guaranteed. It's probably all me.
So okay, Marvin Jones Jr. actually has done something. Like we're bringing him to be the number one wide receiver. We're giving a guy who may become one of our top D linemen. What is it, $8 million a year?
Is he going to be the number 1 wide receiver? I don't know if they're bringing him in to be the number 1 wide receiver.
He's got more yards than any. He had 900 yards last year.
He's not going to be the number 1 receiver.
Who? DJ Chark is going to be?
Well, I mean, that's the plan. They could still draft somebody. There's still a draft.
Okay, no,
there's
and
still
Juju, bro.
We're not bringing.
There's still other free agents going to be available. I'm just saying that this isn't the roster.
It's not the roster.
When you go and you sign 12 new guys, I don't know. Somebody, the text line is saying something, and I heard something. Didn't we just trade for a tight end from Baltimore?
Oh, we traded our
traded
tight
for a
end
seventh
to
round pick.
Baltimore.
For a 7th round
I'll
pick.
bump it. Okay.
Again, but none of these
But Josh Oliver, okay, I'm just going to say it. I know Josh. I feel bad for Josh. He's a big dude. That's about right.
Right.
That's about right. What they
Fine.
Okay, he didn't.
Why are
It
we
wasn't gonna
signing a tight end with 12 career catches? We have that guy. His name is James O'Shaughnessy.
Don't you dare. James
No, what I'm saying
O'Shaughnessy
is
has a
better.
lot more.
But that's my
There will be no James O'Shaughnessy slander on this show.
But do you see my point? Why not just re-sign
Gotta have more-
James?
They did.
They did? Okay, well, bad.
You got to have more than one.
Well, fine. Just give me a good one. Give me James. My bad. I don't want to disrespect James, but give me James. No, James. Come on. At this point, we're grown.
We have
Give
Man
me a
Hurts.
good one.
Man
Give me a
Hurts.
good one. Keep me James as my guy, my veteran, and then draft a guy.
We're totally forgetting about who they signed a couple days ago.
Who?
Chris Manhurts.
What? That sounds terrible.
Yep.
When your man hurts, is he a lineman?
He's a tight end.
Was this first segment really bad? Because somebody said, "Are y'all high on the show tonight?"
No. We're just don't know the names of all these guys.
There's
we
not
apologize.
a guy.
I mean, I wish we were.
Somebody who hasn't played in 2 years with the Jags. Sorry, we don't remember all their names.
75% of the city of Jacksonville that was eligible for stimulus checks got their stimulus checks, and not one of you re-signed for tickets, and not one of you went and bought jerseys of any of these guys.
That's wrong on the ticket.
Maybe the tickets. I
Or
might
the
be wrong.
tickets,
On
or
the
the
ticket
ticket
sales
off
are
the
going
lid.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But none of you guys are going to buy.
Not because of these
Yeah,
guys.
you're not-
Nobody went to the ticket office because of Marvin Jones.
No. They didn't sign the.
They went because Herbs
right.
and because of Trevor.
I'm gonna put it like
Roy
this.
Robertson Harris that
Oh,
blew up the
yeah.
line.
I'm gonna put it like this. Most of you guys who are talking about Marvin Jones Jr. right now think we're talking about the legacy recruit for Florida State.
That's not his
dad.
son.
No, that's not his son. His
Oh,
son
man.
is. That's who you think we're talking
I'll
about.
tell you one thing about Marvin. He can sing.
Is that right?
He was on American Idol.
And he supports his wife's businesses. She has
What
like
is-
a,
who
she has a
cares
bunch-
about?
bunch-
I hope everyone supports
Not
their
some people
wife's
are jerks.
businesses.
Yeah, she has like a bunt cake shop or something like that. It was
Oh, I
crazy.
love-
Well,
No,
I
it's
only go to
not.
one bun
No.
cake shop, and that's
You know what?
I was
nothing
thinking
but
She
about
comes
cakes.
in and runs
We
it
had-
out.
dude, we had some good bunt cakes at the last food
If
shop.
it wasn't,
was crazy.
I will not
It
cheat
wasn't
on
for
nothing but
but
cakes.
it was free for free. It's good, but
We-
you're right though. I'm with you though.
We got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to the text line. We'll get to some other free agent signings. I want to get to James O'Shaughnessy. I want to get to Gardner Minshew news. I want to get to all of that coming up next.
It's Madness Live with the Frangie Show Thursday afternoon at Island Wings, followed at 6 by Into the Night with Rick Ballou and Mr. Chubby's Ponte Vedra. Friday, join XL Primetime at the new 904 Sports Bar and Grill, Bay Meadows from noon to 3. Then the Frangie Show at String Sports Brewery.
Hello, Jacksonville. GFL is a leading solid waste company is now here to service your business in the Jacksonville area. GFL is known for its commitment to customer service, reliability, and efficiency, plus an unwavering focus on safety. Let GFL handle any solid waste removal for your commercial business. Just call 904-760-5880 for your quote today. In Jacksonville, start looking for those bright green trucks and containers. GFL, green for life.
Don't you just love the smell of flowers in the springtime? Well, I do love that new car smell. Speaking of new cars, did you hear the news? This month, Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet will be giving away a brand new car. A brand new car? That's right. Just come register in person and you can be wowed with a brand new vehicle. Wow, that will put a spring in your step. It sure will, but you better hurry. The contest ends March 31st. For more information, visit beavertoyota.com or beaverchevrolet.com. And remember, we're here to wow you.
Here's your 1010XL First Coast Community Calendar.
Hope Haven believes in children and youth with special needs and abilities and has developed programs to help ensure their success. Find out more about their employment services and internship program at hope-haven.org.
Big Brothers Big Sisters nurtures local kids and strengthens communities. You build positive relationships that have a lasting effect on young people. Get involved at bbbs.org.
Habitat for Humanity helps families build and improve their homes. If you want to build a better Jacksonville, visit habitat.org.
Join Jacksonville's City Rescue Mission to help transform the lives of the homeless and needy. crmjax.org.
First Coast YMCA helps develop Jacksonville's youth. You can help our children find a better future at fcymca.org.
If you're involved with a community event and you'd like us to help spread the word, visit our website to find out how at 1010xl.com.
Hey, Matt Hayes here, and I took my car to Expert Automotive on Beach Boulevard. Check this out. They saved me more than 25% on my repair. Plus, they offer a free lifetime warranty on all repairs. Think about that. I never have to pay for that service again. Crazy good deal. Cleanest waiting room I've ever seen, unbelievable service techs, and their customer service is the best, period. They really don't sell greed, just what you need. Check out their amazing Google reviews and visit expertautojax.com. Expert Automotive on Beach and Peach. Go see them.
Is your website helping or hurting your business? Are competitors taking your market share? Are you doing all you can with your digital marketing? Stop wondering and get the answers. At Beeson4, we help companies grow using smart web design and digital marketing strategies. Our free exclusive B4 Score digital audit will show you how you can improve the effectiveness of your website, SEO, and social media. Get your B4 Score now. Go to beeson4.com. That's BESON, the number 4.com.
Let's see if they can sit tight on the Roof It Right hot seat. Hot seat with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Players and NFL experts join Mike and Tony 10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL. Roof It Right. Roof It Right so you can sleep at night.
In 1921, U.S. Marine Corps surgeon Dr. Robert McKeever established the first urologic practice in Florida, the McKeever Clinic. I'm Dr. West. 100 years later, we continue to carry on his life's work in providing complete urologic care in Jacksonville. We have 13 board-certified urologists with many areas of expertise to provide the highest level of care for both men and women. Visit McKeeverClinic.com to learn more about how we can help. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urologic care since 1921.
Though no longer little, teens still need a lot of love. Yet teens in foster care have a harder time finding it, as 82% of foster families are home to kids 12 or younger. You can positively impact a teen's life as a foster parent. With help from Family Support Services of North Florida, you provide patience, love, and understanding, and Family Support Services will offer specialized training, resources, and a community of support. Take the next step at foster-now.org. That's foster-now.org.
Golfers, tee it up this year at Edwin Watts Golf Shops with the hottest new arrivals from Callaway, featuring the new Apex 21 irons with tungsten energy core, the first forged iron designed with artificial intelligence for faster ball speeds. Swing by Edwin Watts Golf Shops and get custom fit on the new Apex, Apex Pro, and Apex DCB today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and shop us online at worldwidegolfshops.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
And I won't see the love you don't feel when you're holding me.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
And I'll do what's right.
What's happening?
This is Marvin Jones.
Till then, to give up this fight.
We lost.
Oh, no, hit it with My People Don't Want No Trouble.
And I will give up this fight.
We gotta hit a remix.
My people don't want no trouble.
Can we get them together?
Cause I can't make
This
you love me.
This season's going to be so long. At least when I'm singing in my... He's really trying.
You don't think it's good?
No.
Oh.
Here in the dark.
Still going?
Oh, yeah, we got another 10 or 15 seconds.
I will lay down my
Oh, they're trying to cut him off.
heart, and I'll feel the power if you want.
I can see why he's been struggling the last 2 seasons. Because his vocals are definitely...
He didn't struggle last year.
Yeah, under 1,000 yards. He hasn't had 1,000 yards in 3 seasons. That's the only reason I know. Like, he had 700 a year before that.
That's not struggling.
He had 9
bro.
touchdowns.
That's for
bro.
us. I'm talking about for us. That is amazing. It's not amazing for the rest of the league. I want to win.
He wasn't the
I just want to win.
By the
God.
way, for the record, I would have much rather came
My
back.
people don't want no trouble.
I would have much rather have come back with the way we came back Monday than that.
With
boy
Kirk
Frank.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Well, he's a professional.
Well, Kirk doesn't sing.
I'm not
Kirk
going to
has
ride
other
on Marvin Jones.
Marvin. No.
That wasn't
I'm not.
the
It's
greatest
respectable.
I've ever heard, but it was legit.
Okay, let me. If he was at church and he was leading and he was singing a solo, I'd clap my hands.
And
and
there
tap
was
my
no
feet.
music behind it.
Right,
That's
you know
the
what I'm
hard part. So-
Would I buy his CD? No.
Oh, never.
Do I want him to come serenade me in a date at Checkers? Hell no.
Although my girlfriend got me Spotify whole year.
Ooh,
So it's
nice.
like any song, anytime I want.
That's a
Boom.
keeper. You
So
gonna get
I
our
would
boy
listen
from
to a
Orange
Marvin
Park?
Jones song. Huh?
You gonna get our boy, the kid, the song of the
You
year?
already downloaded.
Oh
My
my
People Don't
God.
Want No
You,
Trouble.
you don't even know his name.
I forgot his name.
Do you know his name?
No.
My people don't
Yeah.
want no trouble.
My people don't want no trouble, kid.
Downloading it right now.
You just gonna play it on loop.
But, man, just
Jamming in my car.
Marvin, just he catches better.
How much money did Marvin Jones Jr. make in?
Let's find out.
Because I just Googled him.
He's like 31. He's been around. He's paid.
Yeah, like I mean, he's got a sweet spot in L.A. Big old house.
He's about to have a badass spot in Ponte Vedra. Both coasts. All right. So career earnings. Guesses? 9 seasons.
9 seasons.
Not counting what he just signed.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 26.5 million.
James?
No, I'll go with I'll go over that 30.
42.
Wow.
42.5. And after this, he's going to get at least 8 more.
Wow. Good
So
for
he's going to
Marvin.
end his career with probably over $50 million.
Good for Marvin.
And an appearance on Fox's American Idol. Although I saw the video of it when I was putting that in the system, and it wasn't like top tier guest. It wasn't a great season.
Oh, he really. Oh, he really is on American.
That was from American Idol.
That's what. Oh wow. Oh,
Did you think he just pulled it off his
I thought
Instagram
he was
account?
just vibing. I thought he was vibing.
I'll
like,
play you what the judges said to him.
what's the dude who can't
they-
rap?
Oh, there's plenty.
No, like the
Tekashi
running back.
6ix9ine.
The
Oh.
running back.
Oh, Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon.
So he could have just been like Le'Veon, just saying like, "Yo, I want to
He's
lay down
way
my
better
heart."
than Le'Veon.
And he not signing me back, but they gotta pay for it too.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling.
I know.
Le'Veon.
Actually, after playing the one before.
This is vibes, man.
Okay, so here's what the judges had to say. This is them clapping, by the way.
Ooh, that's
The pleasure to sing in front of you.
Getting punked here. I keep waiting for the punk thing to happen, right?
Wait, why didn't you pursue music? Why did you pursue? I mean,
Because he ran a 4.3.
I know that, but like,
I could have did it early on, but I just was always playing sports.
Who are these?
so are you
Who
always
are
singing
American
in
The
locker
Katie
rooms and stuff?
Mercury.
What's her name?
Katie Mercury.
I have a
What
studio
happened
at
to the
Katy
British
Perry.
No, he's not on this one. That's why it's kind of weak. It's Katy Perry. It's Jackson, Randy Jackson.
He's
No,
still-
Lionel Richie,
Oh.
Katy Perry, and a country singer that I don't know.
Lionel Richie, a man who can sing.
Luke Bryan is what our
Luke Bryan can.
genius.
But-
You
assistant
knew that?
says.
He knew that too?
Without even looking at him.
Dude, what?
He-
Wait a minute. Dead
He
serious.
just knows pop culture and sports.
I mean, I'm trying to wrap my mind around this because Lionel Richie is like he can really sing.
Dude, don't wrap your mind around
And
anything.
he heard
Lionel Richie
that?
probably got 20 mil to be there.
Okay,
And
but
it's
I'm
a
saying,
professional
20?
athlete.
No way.
at some
Oh,
point
I
he's
don't know.
listening to this and being like,
I mean, it's a
"Dude,
professional athlete. They want the show.
when
They
she
want
asked that dumbass question,
what do you want her to say?
he wanted to say, "What? This is the problem with America. Why aren't you the Michael Irvin
Well,
thing? Why aren't you in the kitchen cooking? Where are the recipes? They're evaporating." That's what Lionel Richie wanted to say to her when she said that dumb statement. That man could
you're
not
right.
sing. Man.
Lionel Richie earns $10 million a year. As
That's
a
a lot.
judge.
You're
Oh
right,
my
though. That's-
God, I wasn't even expecting
But then
that.
again, you're right. When they're gonna make them pretend like they liked it like that. I'm
Yeah,
not saying it was
it's
bad.
a Fox thing, so they
Yeah.
bring in their NFL Fox player, especially NFC guy, and he does his little thing, and maybe that's the reason why they didn't have Simon on that, because he would have
What
destroyed him.
Simon would.
American football, first of all, uncivilized. Second of all, you're garbage. Get out of here.
That was absolutely the worst sound that I've ever heard in my life. Your voice sounded like what I imagined the world sounded like, or excuse me, the Vikings locker room sounded like when Teddy Bridgewater's knee.
Oh, jeez.
I hope you find peace and solace somewhere other than a career here. Like
Man,
he
y'all
would have done
stop.
something over
My
the
man
top.
just got into town. He's probably rolling around, heading to the town center.
He's not listening to us,
is
bro.
it?
He's got a Spotify membership,
Bro.
just like me. Rich guys like
Yeah.
us.
We're on Spotify though.
We
Oh
are on
yeah,
Spotify.
that's a good point, but not live.
Let me ask y'all this.
Simon
What
Cowell's
if-
best moments. Oh man, these are good. All right, go ahead.
What if news came out, like what just came out of Minnesota, but it was Jacksonville, that
What happened?
the Jags signed Patrick Peterson to a 1-year, $10 million deal? That's what he just got in Minnesota. Is Patrick Peterson washed, or is he still good?
He certainly isn't the Patrick Peterson
No, I know that.
of Arizona fame.
I think it's time, man, for him to just focus on his podcast.
How old do you think he is?
28.
28, 29.
He's 30.
Oh dang.
Why did I thought he was older than that? He was so good for a minute.
Of course.
Is the drop off like that with corners? Like,
Dude, like it's all speed and physicality.
I couldn't think of a position that would be more of a quicker.
when was
drop-off
Richard
than that.
Sherman's drop off? He stuck
A
around.
couple years ago.
Yeah, he's
A
been
few years
going
ago.
through it for a while, man. Like, it's time for him. Like somebody needs to talk to him. There needs to be an intervention. Like,
Another podcast guy.
yeah, Richard, you can talk very well.
He would be
30
great on
years.
TV, bro.
He would. He would.
He's 32.
Remember
He
Richard?
punked Skip that one time back in the day.
Did you see Richard Sherman like before he really, really blew up and people just thought he was like the punk guy who talked a lot of trash? He went on the streets in New Orleans and was interviewing people. He's like, "Hey, tell us what you think about Richard Sherman." "Yeah, I think that's a loudmouth, such and such." He's like, "Yeah, man, yeah." And he kept going, like encouraging him to go on. He's like, "So what's your name?" "My name is, Ben something." "Hey, what's your name?" "I'm Richard Sherman." "Oh," but it was cool about it.
I mean, so you is DB one of those things that you are a second contract and that's it?
No, it just depends on your system. The reason why Richard Sherman was able to play so long is because he really did do well inside the zone. I would say what happened to Jalen, but Jalen can play safety. So like he's one of those few guys that can play basically the entire secondary. So he may be okay. But Richard is like, I mean, I don't know. Even look at Cromartie. Cromartie was performing. If you look at Cromartie's stats, he performed at a high level.
Xavier Rhodes is 30.
I think he excels better in the zone though.
Yeah,
that's just what I mean. And he's protected. Xavier Rhodes has some questionable moments.
By the way, highly recommend anyone who's listening to after the show, of course, watch Simon Cowell Best Insults Part 1 Savage on YouTube. I'm dying over here listening.
Cody texts us on the Lifetime Coach text line, says JJ and James' British accent is trash.
Mine is exceptional.
Listen, man.
Don't mix mine in with James's whatever he was doing.
I've
always ends up being Jamaican.
I've never pretended to be great at accents.
I can't do any accents.
I'm not. That's not my thing. I've never been across the pond to that part of the pond. So like, yeah, I never really want to go either.
James I have like a Prince Harry British accent.
I'm trying to go Egypt.
James has like a Meghan Markle British accent.
Dang, dog,
very American.
Meghan Markle, man.
Basically, he doesn't.
482 says he thinks Peterson can move to safety.
It might be. I don't know.
I just.
Can you do that?
10 mil.
Yeah.
I mean, 10
you guys
mil.
do that?
Rod Woodson.
Is 10 mil a lot of money or no? Like I don't know anymore.
No, I mean not for. I mean, shoot, we're getting guys with 12 catches, 5. So I mean,
you're
What's
really
another 5?
You are really down right now.
No, I just don't know. I don't know what's good anymore. Like they're just throwing money around at people.
I mean, we sign a receiver who's got talent.
Yeah, I like Marvin. I just don't like
and
his
you
voice.
Talk about how bad of a year he had when he had 800 yards.
I've never heard anybody say that he's coming off of a stellar year.
Well, nobody said stellar.
It's just okay. Okay, let me rephrase it. Were there guys who were A1 receivers that we could have that were in free agency that we could have got?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I'm
not
not
paid
mad.
a lot more. You would have. They didn't pay him starter. They didn't pay him number 1.
Not like we don't have it. Like that is really.
Would
my
you have
problem.
been happy with Curtis Samuel?
I don't even know what his stats are. But I just know everybody says he's supposed to be good, but I don't. I mean,
he
don't
signed
really
today,
know.
right?
He did. I was gonna say if you compare his money, he got paid $34.5 million over 3 years.
Yeah, basically the.
So that's a lot of money. But I guess
what, 11?
and it's one more year.
11.5.
That makes a big difference.
That's not what he signed for. RJ said it was a 4-year deal worth $46 million the other day. Or $44 million. Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Washington's been doing some good things. I don't know if I like the Fitzpatrick thing.
220 says Galladay. I don't know.
Still out there. Yeah, we got the Detroit receiver, just not that one.
Is Galladay that good? Was he their number 1?
Yeah. He was hurt a lot last year, though.
It seems like I had him in fantasy and dropped him or something like that.
Yeah, he didn't play in 11 games or something. What about so everybody hates Juju Smith?
He played 5 games last year.
He just played 5.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best year he's ever? Okay, so he had 1,100
He's had
yards.
2. He's had 2 back to. Before this, he had back-to-back 1,000-yard season.
Yeah. I don't know. I would take Juju.
Yeah, I
thought
don't know why.
we sat on this show though. Y'all are confusing me because I thought we sat on this show for months saying that receiver wasn't the position that we were that concerned about.
But then Herb said he wanted the receivers.
Well, Herbs also said that he was going to revamp the tight end room,
and he did.
How?
He re-signed one guy, traded one guy, brought in a guy with 12 catches.
Cut Eifert.
And yeah. So now it's completely revamped. It's nowhere near the same. He's probably going to draft a guy, which just lets me know he's going to draft. He's going to draft someone.
Who? Because you're not getting
Kyle
Pitts.
Pitts.
Right now, Kyle Pitts, first pick. He'll get watch with that 25th. He's getting Brevin.
No,
not that high.
No,
that's ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'd be all for it, but
if
normal
Ben
people would be
if Ben
upset.
Balky drafts 25th at tight end,
Ben Balky's not drafting anyone.
He's not drafting a soul right now. Herbs he's in the corner right now because Herbs is looking at him like
I gave you this
I
one
can't-
opportunity,
yeah.
and that's it.
You had one job.
You think Herbs put him in the corner?
Yeah,
he did what
he definitely
TC
hired.
used to do to Dave.
Yeah, he definitely hired it. They definitely hired a GM that's like not fighting back.
I've heard the theory that Herbs and company know that next year they're not exactly going to be world beaters. So why, throw money at something that's not a for sure thing if you're sort of trying to rebuild this roster from the bottom up? Like,
I can get that.
yeah, I've heard a lot of people take that angle with it.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. You don't have to be world beaters, but you still need to win 7 to 9 games.
Dude, that's a lot, man.
I mean, that's my expectation. My expectation
Okay.
is at a bare minimum 6.
That's about where I'm at.
The
I
real
think they'll win
question, though,
6.
the real question, and I'm serious about this. If Urban Meyer had the same roster that Doug Marrone had, how many more games would he have won with that roster? Like
Maybe
that-
3 more
Right. So if we
at the most.
if we upgraded the roster at all, and we believe that, because I'm with you, I think he wins 4 or 5 games. Like if we upgrade the roster at all, that puts you at 6 or 7.
True.
Right. If we upgrade the roster.
Yeah.
We did upgrade the roster.
Yeah, of course they upgraded. It's just, a lot of. I think the Shaq Griffin thing is huge. I think that was big.
I agree.
And I do like that they're messing with the D line because it was so trash. But we live in a fantasy football world. We live in a world where everybody knows all the receivers and running backs and quarterbacks' names, tight ends' names. We follow them week in and week out. So the fact that they didn't bring one of those guys in, I think the fan base is like,
Yeah, they
I
didn't
would have liked a
have-
splash name.
Right. They didn't have the big splash.
I think really that's, and I get it. There's a lot of, propaganda out there of why and how he brought in big names and they stink, but there's other things that go with that. But it would have been nice. But again, if he goes out here and wins, like somebody made the dumbest comment to one of my comments in one of these Facebook groups. Like a guy was like, talking about you guys don't like free. This was on Monday. You guys aren't liking the free agent thing. Y'all gonna turn your tune when we start winning. I'm like, duh, of course. Like nobody's saying we want them to lose. We're just saying this stinks right now. What the hell you think is gonna happen when you start winning games, you idiot?
I love guys like that.
Can't
jump on the bandwagon once you talk bad about them.
Why not? Like this is the perfect time to get on.
I saw the best meme that was like, if you weren't a fan when we were 1-15, don't be a fan when we're 4-12.
That's what somebody put. Somebody put that for the Patriots. Like with Cam, like if you weren't a fan when we were with 6 and 10. Don't be a fan when we're 7 and 9.
912 on the text line says, "Is Telvin coming back from his COVID? Y'all stop with Telvin. Y'all stop. Don't nobody want Telvin.
Herbs might bring him in as a locker room guy.
Nobody wants Telvin, peeps. And Telvin, if that's you texting us, I'm sorry. Nobody wants you right now. We saw you last year.
Which Telvin?
Has he put on weight?
Crackhead Telvin put on weight.
Tell him to send a pic.
You don't go from a crackhead to an athlete in 8 months. It just don't happen.
That was the strangest thing. 'Cause
I don't
it was
know, bro. I've seen some
It was
guys.
like true authentic crackhead too. Like not just the skinny
That's
part.
we're being really mean.
Dude, guys in the pen, they
are?
go in there and blow up, bro.
But what I'm saying, JJ, like my man, like had like stuff that didn't even match. Like he had a pair of
I
Timbs
saw.
on, some starter sweatpants, and like a Coogi sweater. Something like that was random. I'm like, dude, what are you dressed for, man? And it was 85
It wasn't
degrees
even
outside. It was
cold.
weird. Like, at a rate, was it Rays and Reebok? Was that the game he was in?
I don't remember exactly.
Oh man.
But I didn't like that Mr. Hickens snuck a shot like that.
He's a true journalist. Like
You better
that's
wake.
good
You better
stuff.
wake up.
Dom says, "Are you guys seriously pretending that this was an actual 1-15 football team? They literally played their third best quarterback and sat their starter. They tried to lose games. Doug
Oh
Marrone
my
would have won 2 to
God.
3 more games last year if that's what they wanted him to do.
Oh, I don't believe you.
He didn't. There's a little bit.
We don't believe you. You need more
The
people.
Mike Glennon thing was way unnecessary. We have to all admit
So
that.
what? You put in Gardner and they win? What are you insane? Do you
you're
remember how
more-
Gardner
you're-
played last year?
You're more
Texter?
competitive than Mike Glennon.
I'll give you that.
You're way more
I'll give you
competitive.
that. I ain't giving you 2 or 3 more wins if they're trying. Doug Marrone's ass was trying. You better believe it.
528 says, I do want to know if we're giving Rock another shot at running back and why we haven't even heard them address it one time. I don't know what his deal is.
He had COVID really bad.
Really
He's
bad.
Really bad. I think Rock's loving life right now, man. It's just
Yeah, he probably got taken care of by
Um,
the NFL or the Jags or whoever.
Let me see.
Because, he might not have even made the team.
I don't know who.
I mean, Ozigbo and Goombawale were pretty damn good. I'm not even joking. Listen, we love James Robinson.
I just
Of
like
course
the way
we
you
do.
pronounce their names, man.
That's how you.
No, no, you're doing it right. I just can't believe it.
I don't understand why you're doing it right. We never do it right on the show.
James Robinson was very good this year.
Right.
Okay, but when those guys actually did get the ball, which was very rare, they looked good.
And they didn't use Chris Thompson at all.
No.
Like, we had a texter talking about we need speed at running back. All we have is 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's actually wrong. There is speed at running back. It's not Carlos Hyde, but there is.
forgot they signed
Who is
Carlos.
Bubs on the wire?
Oh, Bubs is a character. He's a crackhead.
Oh, somebody says let's call him Telvin Bub.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, now that's me. That's me.
226 can't go with you. Sorry. So stop it. We're going to be fine. We haven't started playing yet. Have faith, fellas.
I have faith that they'll win 6
Yes, man.
games.
Me
I don't
too.
expect them, and I don't think that's a disappointment.
6 games. I'm with you, JJ. But man, you people are great, man. Like I need y'all in our corner, man. Y'all have faith for anything, man. Like y'all could just see somebody.
Hope.
Like they just smear your face with a crap sandwich, and you're just like, nope. I have
And then
faith
when
the
I
air
say
is gonna
6,
smell
they look
fresher.
at me. Yeah, like I'm crazy or something. What?
The air will smell fresher tomorrow. I promise you, buddy. Like y'all do y'all really accept this kind of crap with your everyday lives? Like it's okay to have an opinion. Like it's not having faith to say like this stinks. It's okay. Like Herbs is not coming to your job and gonna fire you. Well, I don't think he can. Yeah, nah, that's
I
already.
wouldn't put it past
Let
him.
him let him get to the third round of the playoffs, and then owners will start giving him that kind of power.
That would be so good if
How-
Herbs walked in right now and told us we were fired.
I would
be like, you know
gladly
what?
leave. I would
Great.
resign.
I was like, great. I
Give him-
appreciate you.
I'd be like, you don't have to fire me, sir. I apologize.
Yes.
How many years do you think it will be? I think within 3 seasons, Trevor and Herbs will get the Jags to the playoffs.
In 3 seasons? Now that would be disappointing. But I do believe
Like
he will
the
get
third
us.
season. Like maybe,
season?
hopefully
You
the
think
second.
second? You don't think
Hopefully the second.
Yeah. If I
They'd
was
have
gonna,
expanded the playoffs. So.
if I was going to bet, like if you said you got to put I would say the second.
Okay.
I would say the second, just because of all the salary cap room, and if they get close this year, they don't have a choice but to. I hate to use
Splurge.
this, but think they're in a window. You know what I mean? I would say the
Well, the
second.
Herbs retirement window, yes.
Right.
The Herbs getting
We got
sick
3
window.
more years till he gets a headache. 528. I don't really understand this. He says, but I agree with the Josh Oliver. Think he'll be good somewhere else. Like all the players we trade, they start balling. But I did hear earlier somebody say that Zach Ertz liked the Twitter post about the Jags trading Josh Oliver.
That's disrespectful.
Dang, dog.
I mean, you think Zach Ertz knows who Josh Oliver is?
No, the point is that he wants to go to Jags, or that it's
And you-
in the works
and-
for him to
And,
go to
and
Jags.
just, I mean, let's rationalize this for a second. You think they had to move on from Josh Oliver to sign Zach Ertz? You think Zach Ertz looked at it and went,
Oof.
oh, yes.
That's what I was waiting
Woo,
for.
they got rid of that guy.
If only I can get to Florida to the Jags. Man, that damn
That
Josh Oliver.
man, I've heard he's something. They're not going to sign me if they keep him.
Him and his under 10 catches. Or 0 catches in his career.
Would you rather have
whatever it
Ertz or Njoku?
was. Ooh.
And Njoku.
But Joku's younger, right?
Yeah, but he is always hurt.
Oh crap!
But yeah, I'm a huge Njoku fan, obviously.
Yeah.
I think they should just draft one. Get Brevin in the second or third round or something.
If you can get him in the third,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Also hurt though a lot last year.
Ah, dang it.
But man, when he plays, excuse me, kid's good.
Cody says James white guy faith voice is absolutely amazing.
I didn't even know I changed. Did I change my voice for that?
Apparently.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, only white people have faith.
No, I was just saying.
Faith and hope.
I mean, I hear there's plenty of
I
black
thought
people
that was
that
Barack's
it's
whole
plenty
thing
of-
was hope.
There's plenty of black people who have idiot faith too. I just had a pastor friend, my boy Adrian, used to say, "Man, it takes an idiot to have faith, but it takes a special type of idiot to have idiot faith." He said there is a difference. Like you can go out here saying you got faith all day, but try to jump off the Matthews Bridge and see if you fly.
Wait, you had a pastor that said it
No,
takes
it's
an
basically
idiot to
says
have
they
name
have
was
faith?
to
Kirk
give-
Franklin.
Yeah, Kirk Franklin.
What does he
Yeah.
preach about?
No,
on
it wasn't.
Sunday?
It was basically you have to really give up logic in some cases with
To
faith.
have faith.
To have faith.
Okay,
But
I was like,
you've got to be a special. Like some people say, I'm gonna quit my job and move to California.
I'm
with
winning
no
the
money.
lottery.
Like that. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it all because I'm having faith that I'm gonna buy these scratch-off tickets are gonna get me $1 million.
And by the way,
That's not smart.
for those social media sleuths that are like, Zach Ertz like this or whatever, I heard like all of Monday that, Trevor he just started following Hunter Henry on Instagram. I must have saw that on Twitter 1,000 times. Where did Hunter Henry sign? The Pats.
Pats.
Yeah.
I'm here.
We had a lot of people earlier in the show talk about that the Jags, what we said Monday, the people have to choose to come here. And somebody brought up the list of complaints NFLPA had against the Jags a couple years ago, and they're trying to tie those things together. I want to get into, we use the word culture a lot, and we make fun of it, we talk about it, all that kind of stuff. I kind of want to get into what this free agent class doesn't mean anything about the perception of the Jags on a national level from NFL players. We'll get to that coming up next.
From sunup to sundown, nobody covers the Jaguars like 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
Hey Jacksonville, Safety Tom here with Remedy Staff. Concerned about keeping your family safe during these difficult times? We are as well. Wash your hands frequently. Self-monitor. If you have symptoms, self-isolate to keep friends, family, and coworkers safe. Need a doctor? Don't just show up. Give them a heads up. Call the COVID hotline for guidance at 1-866-779-6121. These are just a few quick safety tips from Remedy Staffing, keeping you, your family, friends, coworkers, and our healthcare workers safe in Jacksonville.
The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor trailer or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rumley, have a special offer for anyone who is buying or refinancing a home. It's not something you do every day, so you want to make sure you're getting a great deal. Trustline Mortgage will pay you $100 just to give you a free second opinion. What do you have to lose? Nothing. I know what you're thinking. How can they possibly pay me $100 just to give me a free second opinion? That's crazy. Listen, Trustline Mortgage is celebrating our 30th anniversary this year. You're in business that long because you're good at what you do. Call Trustline Mortgage today to get your free second opinion, your $100, and your peace of mind. Jumbo loans, interest-only loans, conventional, VA, FHA, credit challenge loans, bank statement loans, self-employed, purchases, refinances, you name it, we have it. Call Trustline Mortgage at 381-LOAN or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 331480.
You know what makes every diamond unique and special are its 4 C's: cut, clarity, color, and carat weight. But do you know what makes Diamonds Direct special and unique? It's our own 4 C's. The first C, concept. Diamonds Direct has revolutionized jewelry shopping by eliminating middleman markups and giving you direct access to the world's finest diamonds straight from the diamond cutters. The second C, choice. Diamonds Direct's multi-million-dollar selection of precious diamonds is unparalleled. And with over 4,000 designer settings to choose from, you are empowered to make a decision that works for your style and taste. The third C, confidence. With a nationwide price guarantee, free lifetime warranty, our unique 110% diamond upgrade policy, and our no-pressure, no-risk environment, you have total peace of mind. And the fourth C, community. Every year, we partner with local charities and nonprofits with significant donations of time, money, and jewelry to make this a better place for everyone. Diamonds Direct, as unique, special, and rare as every diamond in our showcase. Off Town Center Parkway, next to the Hyatt.
Listen for a chance for you and a partner to play in this year's Coastal Equipment Guggen Open Golf Tournament, April 12th at Hidden Hills Golf Club.
I gotta learn how to play golf.
Enjoy a Dandy Foods lunch.
Do I smell cookies?
Sip a Bacardi Tropical Rum Guggen Craft cocktail.
Drinks are on me.
Listen to the sounds of entertainer Kenny B. And of course, golf.
I mean, I just couldn't get the ball in the hole. I wanted to, but I just couldn't do it.
Thanks to our sponsors, Construction Solutions and Supply, and Pella Windows and Doors.
I'm Hayes Carline, and what I say goes. Listen to my closing argument presented by the personal injury law firm of Harrell & Harrell weekdays on The Frangie Show. Can you handle the truth?
Hey, Hicken here. There are some great reasons to play in this year's Beaches Habitat for Humanity Builders Classic Golf Tournament presented by Larry and Nancy Wong at Jacksonville Golf and Country Club. It's May 3rd. How about a chance to shoot for $1 million? Hole-in-one contest for a GMC Canyon from Nimnik Buick GMC. 3-year lease on a Fields Automotive Land Rover Defender and a Pebble Beach golf trip for 2. Learn more about sponsorships and registration for a great cause. Go to beacheshabitat.org/Builders Classic. Hey, it's Rick Ballou. You know, I always get great service from McGowan's AC because they hire good people, pay them well, and treat them right. That's why McGowan's is growing and hiring now. You know, the HVAC is a lucrative career, especially here in Florida. So if you're a go-getter with a positive attitude and ready to get working, there's no experience necessary. McGowan's offers full training and will pay you to learn a skill that will last a lifetime. Join their winning team called 264-COOL or apply online at McGowan'sAC.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
It is the Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Make sure you get to thehumidor.com for all of your cigar needs. If you're one of the 12 new Jaguar signees and you're looking, where do I go here to buy cigars? ABC, if you want to run through somewhere. If you want to order it and get a better deal, then you go to thehumidor.com and you type in Sports Den, all lowercase, one word, and you'll get 20% off shipped right to your house. That's the way to do it. Thehumidor.com. I don't feel like we've gotten a ton of text. I don't feel like going all the way down, but somebody referenced a couple years ago when the NFLPA put out the thing about Coughlin and crew and how they'd broken rules. It was the year that we got yelled at the State of the Jags address when Jalen wasn't at OTAs. And the texter's point was, well, that's the reason why NFL players aren't. Well, one, I bet you if you interviewed 100 NFL players, 90 of them don't even remember that. They get so many memos and emails, and I doubt they remember that. But the bigger thing is nobody's even here from that time. But I will agree that there are, I would assume, I don't know this for sure, I'm going on the assumption that There are multiple big name free agents that signed somewhere else that the Jags probably at least inquired about. It's an assumption. Why wouldn't they want to come here and be a part of something like this? Or in their head, James, Urban Meyer's just another dude, and this team was 1-15 last year.
Right. That's like kids don't want to go to Penn State because they had a scandal with little boys and stuff like that. That was so many years ago. That guy's no longer affiliated. None of the people who are there. So none of the people affiliated with that are there anymore. That is something that is clear. But something that's clearer than anything else outside of those guys not being there is money.
Mm-hmm.
If enough money is thrown at somebody, they're going to come and they're going to commit. And now what's more likely is, and I said this on Crosstalk with Baloo, is that they are 1-15. I'm with Dom. Like, they probably weren't a true 1-15 team. I could agree with that. But when teams like are negotiating with players, and there's an injury or there's something that happened, and they know the guy's worth. They know why those things happen, but they still use it against them in negotiations. Players are still using that because, do I want to come here to a team that was 1-15? It's going to seemingly be a longer turnaround before we can actually win or I can have fun. Or do I want to go somewhere else where the money is equal, but it looks like we have a faster path to the playoffs?
Well, to be specific, or do I want to go to New England?
Right.
Because that's really who got the ones that we were talking about. Right. I mean, Urban Meyer, Bill Belichick. Urban Meyer's name isn't bigger than Bill Belichick's. Like, Urban Meyer's a big name. He is a huge name. He's the biggest name in the recent hire, but he's not Bill Belichick in the NFL. And a lot of these guys, I mean, they're going to get money anywhere they go. They also would like to get a ring or playoff appearances. Like, I get that. Is it a possibility, and I'm not trying to be a homer, I'm asking, is it a possibility that the Jags' new regime just isn't going to play ball by overbidding? That they have a value, that they put that value out, and the minute somebody gives more than that value, they're out. Is that a possibility?
I mean, there's a possibility, and if that's the case, then congratulations. Good. I don't know if that helps or not.
Well, that's how New England has been the last 20 years.
Yeah, but they had their money. They have their money invested in who they want to have their money invested in. Like, it's man, I forget. They've had some guys that didn't work out. I'm trying to remember. There was a linebacker, outside linebacker, right when the 3-4 was kind of first coming in vogue. That was 6'4", 275 pounds, and I remember he was very versatile. He could play. Like, they showed he played everywhere on the defense. He was one of their first, and they paid him big money to come there. Never really panned out. I think he went from Baltimore.
It was Baltimore or Arizona? You talking about, is it Chandler?
This was a while ago, but
Adalius Thomas.
Oh, okay. What? It was him again?
It was.
Dude, this is out of control. We got to get
that man's never even been. I've never even heard of that guy before.
The one where the guy we're talking about our new intern Cameron. Like, he's a walk. It's, you know what?
If you've
You're
seen
making
Rain
me feel
Man,
bad about
if you've
myself.
seen Rain Man,
like, dude,
you know,
I knew as soon as he said it. I'm like, that's exactly what I was talking about. How do you know that? I didn't give any hint. 6'4", 275 in the last decade.
I can't.
There's like 250 people that could have been.
I can't hear because these are soundproof. So I don't know how he said. Did he go Adalius Thomas? Definitely Adalius Thomas, like Rain Man does.
It was like a couple of Adalius Thomas. I'm like, come on, man. How do you know that? That's crazy. But that's exactly what I was talking about.
But what's prudent? So what? And that's what I'm getting to. Like, when we talk about culture, we talk about all that kind of stuff. One thing that's bad for culture is having overpaid guys not performing in a locker room.
That's fair. We saw that with the pediatrician, Nick Foles.
We see it a lot of places.
But we saw that with Blake Bortles.
Yes.
Like, that happens. My thing is that you do want to pay the right people, which is why I feel if you're going after somebody like, maybe not Kenny Galladay, but let's say, for example, Rodney Hudson was hitting the open market. And if you want to go out there and you want to throw, I think he ended up getting traded. They ended up not having to cut him. But let's say you give him a 7th round pick and you're ready to restructure, something like that. Like what ended up happening with Arizona anyway. I don't mind that. Like, that money's there. Was not Terrence Trent, I want to say, but Trent Williams just
Mhm.
signed a mega deal. You want to go out there and capitalize for that. Nobody's going to fault you for that. Like, you tried. But, like, if you're sitting there and there's $40 million left over, why? It doesn't make any sense. Like, nobody's getting that money.
Well, this goes back to what you were saying 2 segments ago. If 3 years from now they're winning,
then
we're
doesn't
going to
matter.
look back on this and go, okay, they were prudent with their money. They
Right.
developed a culture. They got a bunch of guys that they scouted well, yada, yada, yada.
And I have, you know what? I have no problem going back and saying, hey, man, you know, hey, we were all wrong. I was wrong.
Mhm.
But right now, in the thick of it, I'm just like, you have this weapon and you're not using it. It's like Trading Places in the beginning of the movie when Eddie Murphy was coming down the steps of the police station and the police officers were tussling with the guy. And he's like, may I suggest using your nightstick, sir? It's like you have this weapon here that can definitely even the odds for you, and you're not using it. So I'm going to question it until you get the desired result. That's all. So, like, again, if we come here, they win 6 games, man, great. To me, that's a victory because we're probably playing meaningful. No matter how it turns out, we're playing meaningful games in December more than likely,
Right.
which is fun.
Right.
But like right now, we have a talk radio show, so this is the only thing to talk about football related. It just makes you scratch your head.
480 says, Denny, do you think the Jags are going to pull the trigger and trade Gardner? Do we want to get into that now, or do we want to get into that after 8 o'clock?
After 8 o'clock.
Okay, let's get to 8 o'clock, and then the very next segment we'll get into Gardner Minshew and what's going to happen next with him. We'll 8 o'clock coming up next.
Hard work, conviction, know-how, and talent. That's who we are. This is 1010XL, and this is what we do. Imported from Jacksonville.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, Maryland style crab house. Right here in Jacksonville, they're up. The guidelines remain the same. All right, distances between tables, all employees masked and gloved. Tableware and chairs sanitized after every use. Now, curbside pickup available. Open each and every day except for Monday, 4:30 through 9. For the best, just go to the bluecrabcrabhouse.com, located on Julington Creek Road.
This 1010XL March moment is brought to you by
Famous Automotive and Quick Lube, serving every customer like they're famous.
Nate Humphrey and King likes the ball. Pushes into Hubert Davis. 8 seconds. Davis trying to get free. Over to Fox. Baseline. Up for the shot. Dodge off the glass. Oklahoma calls timeout. But the game is over. The game is over. Carolina has upset #1 Oklahoma.
March moments on 1010XL are brought to you by Famous Automotive and Quick Lube.
Ocean Reef Pets now has a showroom that can actually show you how to build your own saltwater ecosystem. Tanks of all sizes on display to give you the ideas needed to build your own tank. Come sip a brew and learn from the best in the business. Ocean Reef Pets in Neptune Beach.
How far up is space? The answer in a moment.
There's always a good reason to compare homeowners' insurance rates. You may be paying too much. Protect your home with a Southern Oak insurance policy today.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
For record purposes and for space treaties, space is regarded to start at 100 kilometers, or just 62 miles above Earth.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
In 1921, U.S. Marine Corps surgeon Dr. Robert McKeever established the first urologic practice in Florida, the McKeever Clinic. I'm Dr. West. 100 years later, we continue to carry on his life's work in providing complete urologic care in Jacksonville. We have 13 board-certified urologists with many areas of expertise to provide the highest level of care for both men and women. Visit McKeeverClinic.com to learn more about how we can help. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urologic care since 1921.
Golfers, tee it up this year at Edwin Watts Golf Shops with the hottest new arrivals from Ping. Introducing the new Ping G425 series. The G425 drivers have the highest MOI and is the most forgiving driver in golf. Increase your swing and ball speed with proven Ping innovations with 3 models to fit all golfers. Swing by Edwin Watts Golf Shops and get custom fit today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and shop us online at worldwidegolfshops.com.
Looking to be your own boss in a proven business model like construction and working outdoors? Superior Fence and Rail is franchising in new markets all over the Southeast, from Birmingham to Savannah, and even a few more markets in Florida. Come win with us and redefine the fence industry. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail to learn more about starting a fence franchise today.
When you're on the fence about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Hey folks, I'll never forget waking up to find my 2-year-old grandson covered with peanut butter. But that wasn't the worst of it. He was also covered on microfiber sofa. I brought home my Zerez truck, went to work, and it all came out completely clean. At Zerez, we can clean your sofa, love seat, ottomans, recliners, kitchen chairs, patio furniture, and even the mattresses on your bed. At Zerez, we don't clean up little boys, but we do clean upholstery. For March, we are offering 25% off on all upholstery cleaning. Zerez, spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zerez.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hardball Creative gives a shirt about the virus. Yes, for every 100 shirts you buy, we'll throw in a free one. Online at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Stay connected to Gainesville with the Florida Gator Report with Lauren Brooks.
Go, Gator!
Brought to you by Darley's Plumbing, where quality counts.
A big win for the Florida Gators.
Get your Gators on 1010XL.
Instant Keys offers honest professional locksmith service for lost or broken keys and keyless entry remotes. Call Instant Keys at 722-1111. Get dealership level service in just minutes at a fraction of the cost. 722-1111.
Looking for a new or used firearm? No lines at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. New firearms coming in weekly and always looking for new guns. No wait, and you work with the owner himself. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
You mad, bro?
1010XL 92.5 FM. Join us in the sports den. Call or text 641-1010.
Open up your heart and let that hate out.
Gotta let it breathe. Gotta let it breathe. 8 o'clock. Brought to you by Get JJ an Apartment Fund that has $0 in it. But let us know if you're interested in helping us collect tithes or collect these payments to get my man out of Mad Dadville.
Yeah, at some point we're gonna have to just give up on that because nobody.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's
I've
doing
given
it.
up on it
Or-
years ago.
Or we get a sponsor. Like one of the two. Happy birthday to my aunt Ella. She's
Happy
turned 90
birthday,
years
Ella.
old.
Dude,
Wow.
yeah, you should see.
She
the
doesn't
picture
look
of her.
90 though. Like
I saw a picture of it.
they
on
all,
Facebook, or on Twitter.
her, Aunt Hazel, even my grandma, but they all look young. My mother looks young, but whatever. They got that gene. I look hardened. Men don't get that.
Real quick, 535 says, I want a sports den hat. I'll do whatever it takes. Okay. Then bow.
Jesus.
Like,
All right, Wendy's tomorrow night. Be here
what?
with a frosty.
That
You
too.
think we're going to give a hat for a frosty?
That too. But
No,
go to,
I mean meals.
go to
and a
shop.
frosty.
Go to shop. It'll be on shopbiggame.com. Shopbiggame.com.
.gov.
I was trying to make sure I said it right. Yeah, it'll be up there tonight. sometime.
HTTP
Yeah.
/
Semicolon.
www.
It'll be up there today. My 8 o'clock is today though.
Today, the whole day. You had a bad
well,
day?
no, the day was fine until I found this out. I was watching a Netflix series which has nothing to do with my 8 o'clock, but I was vibing to it. It was good. Twitter told me about Amend. It was good, solid documentary about America and some stuff. And then Twitter educated me again. This educating shooketh me to my core.
Okay.
Somebody put the corned beef hash is trash. Cabbage or whatever else you eat on this stuff. Basically, all the St. Patrick's Day stuff is bad. Oh, and by the way, St. Patrick is Italian.
What?
And I was like, oh, blasphemous.
My people.
I said, this is not right. I said, yes, this holiday is stereotypes an entire people with all kinds of negative stuff, but they seem to be okay with it. I was like, how dare you besmirch it by claiming that he's not even Irish? Come on, man. And I challenged the person. He said, no, St. Patrick was Italian. He was definitely Italian.
He was Romano/British.
He's like, his parents were Italians living in the British estate. So he's Italian.
Yeah. Checks out.
I am so
this entire holiday we could have been eating spaghetti and meatballs.
Facts.
And instead we're eating trash.
Lasagna. Like taste. I had some lasagna from
then-
a local establishment that was so tasty. I could have ate that again today.
Could have gone to Carmine's.
You know, we could have been
Ooh.
Yes, I could have gone to Carmine's. We could be drinking wine. Or what is
I'd prefer beer.
or I don't know what Italians drink. I'm assuming it's just
Yeah,
wine.
wine
Right?
is
Okay,
wine
yeah.
is Italian.
Dipping bread in olive oil. You know, living.
Can't we dip the bread in the wine?
Dip the bread. That'd be like church.
What is Irish food? I know that when they ran out of potatoes, they all died. So I'm
Fish and
assuming
chip-
lots of
fish and
potatoes.
chips, Irish.
I thought that was British.
That's they're definitely they hate each other.
They're warring. That's warring factions, gangbanging.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Don't
okay,
you
my
know
bad.
about the
I
struggles,
mean,
bro?
No, not a fish and chips. No, I didn't.
Which,
My
by
bad.
the way, the struggles is like the best name for like a war ever.
Oh, that was. Oh, you weren't saying like the struggle. Oh, that's like
It's
the name
literally
of the war.
what it's called.
Hold on, I'm gonna look
yeah.
okay.
like
That's
Cole,
dope.
I'm gonna go to Cole Haynes Irish Pub menu.
It better. If it doesn't have spaghetti,
The troubles, not the struggles. the
Fettuccine.
troubles.
Let's see.
it
Shepherd's
doesn't have
pie.
any eggplant parmesan, then it's not real.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't have those things.
The struggles.
They've got Reuben egg rolls.
That's confusing. See, that's well, I'm not gonna because they. I don't. Are they? They gang or we or no?
I was about
'Cause
to
I don't
say, they're not gang anymore. A certain other radio host that used to be here that works with Dan Hicken is doing a live show from there.
Oh, well then bump them.
They're like-
why? They're cultural appropriation.
Exactly, they're racist.
How
bro.
dare they go after Asian cuisine
It's
at an
not
Irish
cultural
at an Irish
appropriation
pub?
because she's literally from Ireland.
Yeah, egg rolls are not native to
That's true.
Ireland.
Shrimp and grits.
I don't. Shrimp and grits are
I
just
can get
delicious.
behind that.
Dingle
Anyway.
fish pie.
Dingleberries sounds
yeah.
too similar. And,
I
you
know what that is, and that's
Fresh
what
cod, salmon, shrimp, potatoes, and peas.
That sounds disgusting.
I like peas, but I don't love peas.
Did you say shrimp, cod?
Wait, fresh cod, salmon, shrimp, potatoes, and peas?
Can you mix
Why is
fish
shrimp
like
with
that?
peas?
Like, can you just mix
Why
fishes?
is anything with peas?
Oh, you don't like peas with mashed potatoes, bro?
No.
I like peas.
Oh my god.
But I don't like peas with fish. I don't like fish, but that's
Yeah, I
another-
don't really eat a lot of fish.
Reubens or
Love crawfish.
Crawfish. Are pretty
shepherd's
good.
pie? Yeah.
Crawfish is why my son almost committed to LSU. If Eddie O pulls out the stops like that, we're gone.
It's
I
pretty
don't
good
know.
crawfish
I mean,
places
I don't.
down here.
I don't really.
But just imagine like some of your favorite like heroes.
Okay.
Or like one of your
Ray
favorite
Lewis.
holidays or something like that.
I love how fast you said that.
Like you said, what?
Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you're about to say. You just told me think of a hero of yours.
It goes so many different ways now with Ray
Yeah.
Lewis. Like
He's just,
Um,
you barely got it. He's like Ray Lewis.
hey, didn't even know.
Sorry.
Imagine Mardi Gras, right?
Right.
Cajun celebration or like, was it French or what's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah, both.
both? Okay. Imagine finding out that that's German.
Mm.
Like, wouldn't
It's
that
Chinese.
Like you're supposed to like have an entirely different, harsh language to go
It's
behind
10:15. Let me ask you a question. Let me
Germans
ask you-
can party
it.
though.
Imagine me
Since you
finding out
use Mardi
Kwanzaa
Gras.
is like it's a
It's a
Celtic-
manufactured
It's a
holiday.
manufactured holiday from the Celts.
That's hilarious.
Since
From
you're bringing
the-
up
from the
Mardi Gras,
Aryans.
when you think of Mardi Gras, what's the first thing you think of?
Think
Boobs.
of,
Exactly.
boobs, yeah.
No, that's it. Like that's like it's New Orleans or boobs. It has nothing.
Okay.
Nobody's like, oh, France or
Okay, fair.
Creole stuff.
Okay, what if you find what's again another American manufactured holiday? If you find out that Cinco de Mayo is
yeah,
really
we found
Russian,
out. We found out
It's
it's
Russian
very American.
independence. Hey,
Putin. Put a
I
big
think, it's
sombrero
just,
on.
I think what you need to do is just believe what you want to believe.
That's
what we're doing
fine.
these days anyway.
That's fine. It's just
You believe what you want to believe, ignore the facts, and you just stay staunch about it.
Alternate
like, no.
facts.
Like, because nobody's gonna believe me after today. If I continue to say, they're gonna be like, "You're lying." They're gonna Google it. Google's lying all the time. Nobody believes it's fake news. Fake news. Like, but it just bothers me, man.
Well, Dom's educating us.
Okay.
As always.
St. Patrick was famous for being a missionary in Ireland.
Yeah,
and
we
bringing
know
them
that.
their religion. But
but
that's
he
why it's
wasn't
Ireland.
Irish.
The most famous
that's why
Irish person is Italian.
See, I knew you'd trigger some Irish people on
Do
this.
you not?
I knew you'd trigger some
Do you
Irish
not
people
see
on
the
this.
No, I do,
hilariousness
but it's
in that?
not-
No, I'm
but
saying
no,
like Dom,
I
like
got
it's
it, but-
irony. Like you want the most famous Irish person to probably be Irish.
Just be
He
one of
says
us.
we celebrate Columbus Day.
No,
He
they've
wasn't American.
trashed my. Listen, Columbus is our guy, and he got canceled. All right, us Italians
I'm gonna be honest
can't even
with you.
celebrate Columbus.
I never got
'cause
Columbus
he
Day off
hated
as a
natives.
kid.
Well, now you can celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
I'm mad. I see.
I'm here.
If St. Patrick's Day they gave us off would be different. I never got Columbus Day off like the kids get it off
Do
now.
they?
No, like we went to school, treated it like it's a regular day.
Wait, do kids nowadays get
They
Columbus
get it off
Day
now.
off?
Well,
Well,
here,
I had a bunch of people in from Savannah training today because they get the next
it's
3
a
days
big,
off.
it's a big
St.
celebration of
Patrick's,
it,
yeah.
of the Savannah. But they
Mardi
don't do
Gras
that
is
here.
originally from Mobile, Alabama. 465 said.
Fine,
That's crazy.
but that's wait a minute. Is it Mobile? Is Mobile golf? It's not. It's not the. I don't know where Mobile
Yeah,
is.
it's on the Gulf.
So it's a, everybody does it on the Gulf Coast. There's a Mardi Gras in Mississippi.
It's Mardi Gras at Disney.
Well, that one's a little bit messed up. Like not as cool.
576 says, bro, I'm in Nova
So-
Scotia right now eating corned beef and cabbage, and I love it.
First
Is that
off,
Canada?
That's like
Nova Scotia,
Alaska?
Canada, right?
It's not Alaska.
Oh.
It's not
I know
Alaska?
it's not Alaska.
Yeah, it's Eastern Canada.
What is
What is Nova
what's Canada-
Scotia? You knew who the other guy was, but you didn't know who Nova Scotia is? Okay, it is in Canada. Okay.
He looked at us like,
Duh. You guys are idiots, not me.
I said Canada, by the
I
way.
didn't believe you,
Oh,
JJ. Like, nah.
All right, intern. Capital of Nova Scotia. Go. Oh,
oh, if you would have said it,
I would have been like,
I-
you could have
yeah.
honestly said anything, and we would have probably believed you until
yeah.
JJ
Unless
looked
I
it up.
had it pulled up.
Until JJ looked it
But
up.
like, of course it's Montreal. No,
We
it's
got
Halifax.
Canadians listening to us. Is that
I-
West Coast or East Coast?
East. It's like by Boston-ish. You know, like well, I remember reading a lot about the Revolutionary War, and like Nova Scotia was a big part of
It's
that.
like the New England area.
Yes, exactly. It's off the coast.
Oh,
Like we were arguing with England even after the Revolutionary War about like fishing territories up there, and that's partially why the War of 1812 started. A war that is very not popular to talk about,
Right.
but the White House got sacked.
New Orleans is a big part of that war as well, right?
Yes.
1812?
Andrew Jackson won the Battle of New Orleans.
I'm looking at this video of this cat from Illinois and his 46.5-inch vertical.
It's crazy.
Did you look at the video?
No, I'm just saying, 46.5 inches, you could put a little person under there.
What is that in feet?
Well, the thing, I think he would have. So he out jumped.
48 is 4 feet, so.
Whoa.
He out jumped the vertical thing. Like,
Yeah.
he went over it, right? So then
They have to raise it up.
Three
the next jump they raised it up, but it didn't like he went as far. I think if it would have been the normal, if it had been raised on the jump before, he may have even gotten higher.
Did you hear
Because
about
they
that?
still only gave him the two jump
Yeah,
racks. That's messed up.
no, I think they gave him a third because there was some. It's crazy though.
Did you hear about that fake 40 time from the kid from Georgia today, Stokes?
No, what did he end up running?
Like 4.2 something.
That was the fake, was the 4.2.
I'm sure. Well, I mean, it is the pro days, so it's.
Are they doing lasers at the pro days, or are they?
Some
hand
schools
timed?
may have them, but let me tell you about what happens with pro days. Not a damn scout
4.25
believes whatever that laser says. They all have. If there's
I
32
don't-
teams, there's 64 watches on you.
I know, but
Two
I
scouts
don't.
each.
I don't care about the scouts. It's for my
But the-
entertainment
but yeah,
purposes.
but the
I want
main
everybody
thing-
on the same laser.
They'll-
So that I got.
They either have a laser or they have one person who's doing the school hand timing. But typically it's hand time, so because that's why you always get faster times.
Well, this kid, Eric Stokes, cornerback, they say he entered the day as a likely second-round pick, and he only helped himself with Wednesday's performance.
So
he's a good player.
4.25.
Do you know a guy? Do you know? I think it's Ray Farmer. Have you ever heard that name familiar to you?
Yeah.
So I talked to him today in a conversation. I was telling you off air about. He's with that group, and I've talked to 4 former scouts and GMs. I don't know how they do it, but he didn't know we were having a conversation. Like I was talking to somebody else, and they said, "I'm gonna put a min on here right now." I'm like, "Hi, how you doing? My name is James Coleman." Say, Florida State came out 05.
So he's like, "Oh man."
I was like,
He's like
"How
Cameron.
in the hell did you know that?" I was like, he's like, "Well, it was kind of my job to know players and stuff like that." He's like, "I was with the Falcons. You were with New Orleans. We kind of had to kind of know." I was
we
director
didn't
of-
draft you.
He's like, we weren't going to get. I said, "Hey, man, I wasn't as slow as what y'all tried to make me seem, dog. I ran faster at my pro day, because they give you the what the predicted 40s are and stuff like that." But no, I just thought that was crazy. I just thought that was funny.
I don't have a good enough memory, but no, if you
I don't
haven't
either.
watched this vertical jump and you're into that stuff, I have no idea how to say this guy's name. Absolutely no idea. I'll try. It's Josh
Oliver.
Is
All right, can you?
I'm a tour baby. I'm a tour baby.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I
Stop.
am a
Stop.
TORBHEBHE.
Whew,
Not-
I
I'm
thought
a-
you was about to get us canceled.
No, I am a TORBHEBHE. How would y'all say that?
That O would have been an A. That's not a good saying.
Oh.
That we don't want to I don't.
Oh yeah, no.
Illinois.
I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, I would go Google it. It's very impressive. Very impressive. You want to get to Gardner Minshew?
Let's talk about Gardner.
All right. What happens with Gardner Minshew coming up next?
You demanded more of us. You demanded perfection. But we have won every single game we have played till now. So this team is perfect. We stepped out on that field that way tonight. That's how we want to leave it.
1010XL.
It's a new year and time for a new Buick from Key Buick GMC. Right now, receive 0% financing plus 750 loyalty dollars for up to 72 months on Buick Encores, Envisions, and Enclaves. Or save up to $8,000 on select Buicks in stock. Whenever you purchase a brand new Buick or GMC from Key, it always comes with the lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, across the street from Tinseltown, south side of Gates.
You hear all the time about Diamonds Direct's prices and selection and warranties. All true, and all good reasons to give us a visit. But what really sets Diamonds Direct apart is something that's hard to put into words. But you will feel it. You'll know it from the minute you walk in. It's our unique culture, our passion, our genuine and absolute desire to totally revolutionize the way you experience jewelry shopping, with a laser focus on celebrating your special moments. Every associate, every receptionist, every jewelry craftsman, every single person at Diamonds Direct shares this DNA, this overwhelming desire to exceed your expectations, to honor your trust, to revel in your moment, to make your experience truly magical. This is not a mission statement written on our wall. This is the essence of who we are. It's what drives us every day. It's why we do what we do. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. For real. Off Town Center Parkway, next to the Hyatt.
This is Coach Ellen Darley of Darley's Plumbing. You know what I love? March Madness. You know what no one loves? Plumbing madness. Things like dribbling faucets or leaky pipes can turn your whole weekend into a flop. So before you earn a technical foul for trying to assist your own plumbing, give us a call at Darley's. We even offer 24-hour emergency service. Remember, darleysplumbing.com, where quality counts. License number CFC 056702.
Hi, I'm David Honeymeyer, COO of Seminole Gaming. At Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, our Safe and Sound program was developed with data and facts from local, national, and global authorities and industry councils. Safe and Sound means stringent sanitary protocols, plus our clean team in their bright yellow shirts. You'll see them cleaning and sanitizing common areas and high-touch surfaces. We remain committed and dedicated, the safe bet to keep you safe and sound. We're ready when you are for some good, clean fun.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-888-ADMIT-IT. Let's have lunch with Leon.
When you're an NFL player, you do a lot of dumb things.
Former Jacksonville Pro Bowler Leon Searcy is serving up lunch on XL Primetime.
Brought to you by Wingstop. Weekdays from noon till 1:30 on 1010XL.
Are you suffering from shoulder pain? If you have clicking and popping in the shoulder joint, persistent pain that intensifies with use, an inability to lift your arm over your head, or a tingling, burning sensation in the shoulder, elbow, or wrist. Waiting to see a doctor could make your injury worse. Baptist Health and Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute have innovative and effective treatment options available right now to relieve your pain and restore your mobility. Don't wait. Call 904-JOI-2000.
Hacker here. Peninsula Pest Control can help you with your bugs inside and outside of your home. Our trained service technicians specialize in treating interior and exterior pest problems. Whether it's mosquito suppression or ant control, they stand behind their service. Schedule a free consultation by phone or online at crittergetter.com. Ask about the $30 discount on new services. Remember, Peninsular is your critter getter.
Wholesale prices, premium service, tire outlet. No matter what you drive, we're here to keep your ride alive. We carry all major brands, full automotive repair. We're the very best that you can get. Wholesale prices, premium service, tire outlet.
Are you having difficulty paying your IRS personal or business taxes due to COVID-19? Under the IRS's People First COVID-19 Tax Relief Program, there has never been a better time than now to settle your tax debt. Call J. David Tax Law today for a no-cost consultation at 904-507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or go to jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
It is the Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Make sure you get to your local ABC. Reach for the good stuff. I guess a lot of people probably already been with St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah. Real quick, before we get into that, did you see this Bo Nix quote? Did you see the guy at you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he knows when you say stuff like that, you know you're trash, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So at least he was recognizing.
I mean, Bo Nix.
Well, what did he say?
Yeah.
Dang it. Just let it go. Hold on. Give me a second.
I'm the greatest quarter. Oh, here it is.
Nah, not at
As
all.
far as your second question, there's really nothing you can do about criticism. To be honest with you, everyone is always going to have something to say, positive or negative. One thing that always sticks out to me is even going to the cross, Jesus had people talking bad about him. Well, that's the truth. So if they were talking about him, then they're going to be consistently talk bad about me. That's for sure. Like I said, there's nothing you can do but continue to work, put my head down, and do what I'm supposed to do. That's an old saying. You know, they hated Jesus. They hate her.
Man, I hear people say that, and every time I think about what they killed Jesus.
Yeah, so we
So,
kill them.
so that's probably not the best. It's probably not the best thing to use. Like, you know, Auburn fans are fanatical. Like, so
Well,
you keep
see,
you
it's
keep throwing
They
3
are
interceptions in one game
fanatical. They
and see
killed-
what happens.
They killed a tree.
Well, that wasn't an Auburn fan. That was an Alabama.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. But see, you think that, and I think the opposite way. I think, well, who is this guy to compare himself to Jesus?
No, that too. That's the
He's
first
not.
thing I thought.
He's saying Jesus is way
Was
better
perfect.
person than
Yeah.
me.
Oh, he's
so
still
if
got
they're
it. I
willing
got
to
you.
criticize him, of course they'll criticize me. I'm just a guy who sucks at playing quarterback.
Right. So you're saying is he's like, yeah, man, Jesus is perfect. I stink. I deserve this. So of
Yeah,
course they're going to
exactly.
criticize me.
Exactly.
You should stop criticizing me and kill me. Like, I got you. Reports came out today that there are teams calling the Jags with interest in trading for Gardner Minshew. Yeah, I mean, of course, everybody knows who the Jags are drafting. Gardner's young. He's 24, going to be 25 in May.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, in his career, he has thrown for 37 touchdowns and 11 interceptions.
It's pretty good.
That's
When you just like put that there.
right. And we all saw the struggle that he had this year. I'm going to tell you, I think there are teams that Gardner could work for I'm trying to think of the right way to say this so I don't think it's fair to judge Gardner based off of just this year, but you also can't look and judge Gardner based off of, a 20 for 21 performance he had, because all of those were shorter throws. I think the evolution of Gardner has to be to find out if Gardner is starter material long term in the NFL. Is can he take the patience of the 20 for 21 games, but can he stretch that out and turn it into a 20 for 29 game where the average throw is traveling 15 to 17 yards instead of 6 or 7? Like, that's the next step to find out what is Gardner Minshew. I think the Jags could get a 4th rounder.
I think so.
For Gardner, because whoever's going to trade for him is going to look at him and say one or two things. One, we've got a backup quarterback that's still in his rookie deal, and they're going to have to re-sign him next year. And backup quarterbacks are making $5, $6, $7 million a year now. So we've got a backup quarterback with starting experience, or we've got a guy that's going to compete for a job who's still on his rookie deal. You think about, like, who did Washington just sign? Fitz?
Yep.
He's got 1 year. He's on a 1-year deal. They've got him and Taylor Heineke. What risk would it be for Washington to ship a 4th rounder? Chicago. They can get out from under the Nick Foles contract. They've got Andy Dalton.
Nick Foles versus Gardner Minshew in
Part
camp. 2. Oh my God! Sign me up.
Let's take Nick Foles out of the equation. As a person, who would you rather have if you're a Chicago Bears fan, Gardner Minshew or the Red Rocket? Gardner all day.
Gardner fits them. Fits Chicago culture.
Let's say, hypothetically, that Russ leaves Seattle.
Definitely Gardner is more similar to Russ.
Right. Right. So, I think the Jags, if they want to hold Gardner till closer to the draft, perhaps even draft night, they probably could get a 4th rounder. Somebody gets desperate, they could get a 3rd rounder. He was a 6th round pick. It's a flip. You can't keep him, though.
No.
Like, you can't keep him.
No, you can't. You can't. It's got to go.
Has to. It's better for everybody.
It's too much. Like, he's got too much talent, that the untapped potential that somebody else could benefit from. Then also, I doubt it would happen like this, but let's say, because if you keep him this year, you might as well keep him the length of his contract. You've made it up that he's your backup
this year.
I thought he's got one more. I thought he was a 4-year.
6th round pick. So
I thought they all of them are 4-year deals. But fine. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, it's a 4. He has 2 more years on his contract. You've been content with him being a backup. Yeah, actually, yeah, because I saw it. It's $850 this year, and it's like $725 next year. Is what his base is. If it doesn't work out this year, they will give grace. If it doesn't work out again, or he's still looking very sloppy in his 2nd year, those roars for Gardner to come back out are going to be louder. And I'm not saying that anybody fears competition. This has nothing to do with that, but you just don't need unnecessary noise where you can actually go get another body for him.
Well, yeah, all of that is correct. But I think at the end of the day, the bigger picture is it's a guy that will compete for a starting job in another city. He will not here. Right. You can't here.
No, he's not going to win.
It's impossible. Well, you can't. It doesn't matter if he is better. And he's not. But even if he is better, he cannot win here. So why would you hold him? I mean, you go get Alex Smith and you practice squad Jake Luton. And you've got Trevor. And I'm just saying Alex Smith because I don't know who else is out there. Right. But he's got the relationship with Herbs. But we can all sit here and we can name a couple of different places that Gardner legit could compete. I'm not saying he would win. JJ, you were on the phone. Who would you rather have if you're a Bears fan, Andy Dalton or Gardner Minshew?
Andy Dalton.
Really?
Oh yeah. Andy Dalton's a respectable NFL serviceable quarterback.
Still?
Yeah.
You see him last year? with a talented team?
I wouldn't want to have either one, but if I had to choose, yeah, I'm going to take Andy Dalton. I think it's close.
I mean, and here's the other thing, by the way.
I think I'm not going
because-
to win with either one.
Well, just because you signed Andy Dalton doesn't mean you're not planning on drafting somebody as well. That's the other thing. That's the other play here is, if Russ were to leave Seattle, that's a whole domino effect.
I forgot. I forgot Andy actually spent some time in Dallas.
Yeah.
2,000 yards, 14 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Yeah.
Here's Andy Dalton's last few years, just for us to put in reference. What did you say Gardner's touchdown to interception ratio was?
37 and 11.
37 and 11, and that's the last 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So let's go with the last 2 years, Andy Dalton. That's 30 and 22.
Really?
Yeah. His touchdown to interception ratio. What was Gardner's? Do you remember Gardner? Can you have Gardner's yards for 2019?
2019. Yes, 3,271.
All right, so Andy was 34.94, and then last year he was 21.70.
How many games did Andy play in last year? Did it say?
Not on this thing that I'm looking at.
Because he got hurt too, right? Andy Dalton got hurt.
Is Gardner? Yeah, remember they played.
He played
some
14
some
games.
quarterbacks that you've
He
never
played
heard of.
14 games. No, excuse me, 11 games. Started 9. He was 4 and 5 as a
And he
starter.
had how many yards?
2,170.
Hey, winning 4 games with that Cowboys team last year is pretty respectable.
4 and 5. He
Um,
was 2 and 11 his last year in Cincy.
is
But,
Gardner
you know,
the type of guy that wants to start, or would he be
Yes.
happy with just laying
No, he
back
wants
the rest of his career and being?
I mean, will he be happy? I don't know. But does he want to start right now? Yes. Yes. He wants an opportunity to start. Absolutely.
How many quarterbacks in the NFL do you think are just like, yeah, I'm content with being a backup. I don't care. I don't even want to start. None, or like
No,
a
no,
lot?
no, very
Because
high.
I
Who's that guy
would
from
be
Missouri?
that guy. I'm so
Chase Daniel.
unmotivated
Daniel.
about things.
Chase
I-
Daniel is a career.
I think if
backup.
you went through.
Yeah, but do you think he's happy with that?
Yes,
is
of
what I'm
course I do.
saying.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think
I think if you went through and you looked at all the second and third string quarterbacks in the NFL, and to answer your question, I would bet there's 25% of them that feel like if they got the opportunity, a fair opportunity, which you rarely get in the NFL, a fair opportunity to compete for a job, that they could win it. I think the other 75% are
No,
I
they're
need-
all.
Well, I think the other 75% are this. Yeah, this is my role. Know your role, but it's even bigger than that. I'm actually going to train for this role and prepare for this role so that I can keep getting this $3 million.
Right, every couple of years.
I mean, a lot of them are getting it now.
A
Every
year.
year. I mean, think about that. And I've had this conversation with some of our NFL guys of, you're being paid $3 million. The thing that you are expected to do is to come into camp better than you were the year before, to come into camp in better shape, to come into camp healthy, which is the biggest thing if you're a backup, and then from week to week to prepare as hard as the starter does. Because if you ever are a backup and you get caught and the starter goes down and you are unprepared, then you're without a job. As long as you do those 4 things, you don't even have to go in and set the world on fire. As long as you do those 4 things when you get your opportunity, you will always have a job as a backup.
See, second string's too close to the field for me. I need to be.
Well, then you get in a gray area.
And you're
Jacob.
like on and off rosters.
Right.
That's scary. You're right.
Right. Then you're like
Then you're
practice
like in the
squad.
XFL for a year, or
Yeah, the second string is
solid.
That's where you want to be.
With like a guy who never gets hurt.
Right. Or even there's guys that don't even let you take reps in practice. Tom Brady is notorious for that.
I would love that.
He does not let his backup take any reps.
Oh, I don't even have to practice.
Second, it's just
Right.
like in that case. In some cases, it's okay.
When's my check?
Like with the Patriots, the backup quarterback at the Patriots is pretty good because you're still going to probably have trade value because for some reason that was happening.
Look at Garoppolo.
That was happening. But like the second string guy everywhere else, that's a very stressful lifestyle. Trust me. Like you're sitting there like, man, I could get cut tomorrow if I don't get on this field,
Yeah.
man. And you're not really getting any reps.
Explain to me this text from 868. It says, It's idiotic to say you can't keep Minshew and in the same breath say hold on to him and someone will give you a third for him.
I don't.
If you can't stay here, why would I give you a third?
Not
Because
how
you need him.
Well, one, first and
It's
foremost,
idiotic text.
That's not how we said it. And two, here's the reality. They have the cards. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. They can very well keep them. They're just probably not.
Right.
And another team
May need him.
gets in a desperate situation, i.e., like 3 teams we named.
Yeah.
What's a better guarantee for you to go draft a rookie quarterback that you're not in that same position, or some rookie player that you're unsure of
when you have a low draft pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get a guy who's actually shown some promise that kind of fits what you already do. Makes more sense. And it's cheap.
So cheap.
That's the reason why we say it. That's why you can do it. Like sometimes I think I get it. This is a great opportunity. This is talking at a bar type. It's a conversational talk radio. Right. We're not talking at you. We're not going to just spew stats at you. We're going to give our opinions. But I think sometimes you guys like get to that Twitter troll mode and you just tweet things. Like when we read your text, we're trying to engage in somewhat idiotic and intellectual debate. Like we're not saying you need to be a Harvard debate scholar, but we're at least saying like, dude, let's just look at this from if you were a GM, if you were the Jags GM, what would you do?
Right. I wouldn't give him away for a 6th right now.
Yeah,
I'd hold on to him.
You've got the draft. You've got all the way up into training camp. You've got plenty of time. Like you don't have to do anything until you have to get your roster down.
There's a lack of OTAs, so somebody's going to look up in May. In the past, they've had some young kid that flashed in OTA and they felt comfortable. They don't even have that now. I mean, what are you going to do? Are you going to draft Felipe in the 5th, or would you trade your 4th for Minshew? I trade my 4th for Minshew. Like all day, if I'm a contender. And we were just talking about teams really that hypothetically Gardner could go in and compete for a starting job. When you start throwing in situational fits, James, like San Francisco. What an amazing fit scheme-wise for Gardner Minshew. Well, they're rolling with Jimmy G. But you don't think San Francisco, with the injuries that Jimmy G has had and the talent that they actually have on that team when healthy, you don't think they'd give up a draft pick to have a solid backup? Hell yeah. Look at the year they just got done having. Like you start working in the teams that would – New England. I mean, you start working in the teams that are going, hey, maybe we do need a backup and maybe our guy's a little fragile and we've got talent all over the place. We need a guy that if he needs to get us through 4 games so our season's not shot, that is worth a 3rd, 4th, 5th round pick all day long to a team that's in their window.
Perfect example. JJ's life depends on it, and we think he's going to go even though they got some things against him. Deshaun Watson is the Texas quarterback. People say they should trade him, but I would hold him for something better. Why would you hold him if they know that he doesn't want to be there and want to get rid of him? Because they have all the cards. Well, you know what they did to double down and make sure that they're straight? Didn't they get Tyrod or get somebody? Didn't they just sign somebody? Yeah. You hedge your bets. There's multiple quarterback scenarios that are like that. Russell Wilson's beefing with Pete Carroll. The Chicago don't know what the hell they're doing. Carolina still has a situation. Carolina's a situation. New Orleans, New York. New York has a situation where they may draft a guy high, but they don't have anybody to basically back it up. They might not be ready for it. They're not a sure bet as what we're hopefully going to get here in Jacksonville. Like if you're literally watching the entire free agent landscape, that statement makes the most sense of anything we said on the show. Mm-hmm. And we say a lot of dumb stuff, a lot of wild stuff on the show.
By the way, I'm proud of Tyrod for coming back from that stabbing.
Yes.
Oh, that was wait a minute. Yeah. He punctured his arm.
Yeah. You know the interesting thing about the Tyrod thing? You know who Tyrod is training with right now? Right now. Deshaun Watson.
Oh,
teammates.
So Deshaun is like bad-mouthing I don't know this for sure, but he's bad-mouthing it publicly. And you're training with him, your agent hits you with, "Oh yeah, you're going to Houston."
No.
Cody, are you serious? Andy Dalton a top 20 quarterback? No. Oh, he says, is Andy Dalton a top 20? No, Andy Dalton's not a top 20 quarterback. Yeah. Not even close. CJ Beathard as a backup to Trevor.
CJ Beathard, isn't bad. I mean, he's a respectable backup. What about what's his name from Washington State that was here? He's still on the roster.
Gardner Minshew?
No, the other one.
I thought he was from Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Oh.
Yeah, Jake Luton. Jake will be
Luton,
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake will be here.
He was fine.
910 real quick, and then we got to take our last break. After all the free agents, what is our cap space now?
Well, we had
got plenty.
We had
got
100 mil, and now we're down to 85.
I think seriously they
Yeah.
have like 40, 45 bill. I think
it's in the 40s, I believe.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. All right, let's take our final break. We'll be right back to wrap up the Sports Den.
Even more Jaguars. Listen to the Tommy Mac podcast with Tom McManus and Campo and Joe with Dave Campo and Joe C. Find these original podcasts at 1010XL.com or on Twitter at 1010XL. Here's your 1010XL First Coast Community Calendar.
Hope Haven believes in children and youth with special needs and abilities and has developed programs to help ensure their success. Find out more about their employment services and internship program at hope-haven.org.
Big Brothers Big Sisters nurtures local kids and strengthens communities. You build positive relationships that have a lasting effect on young people. Get involved at bbbs.org.
Habitat for Humanity helps families build and improve their homes. If you want to build a better Jacksonville, visit habitat.org.
Join Jacksonville's City Rescue Mission to help transform the lives of the homeless and needy. crmjax.org.
First Coast YMCA helps develop Jacksonville's youth. You can help our children find a better future at fcymca.org.
If you're involved with a community event and you'd like us to help spread the word, visit our website to find out how at 1010XL.com.
For windows and doors, make the right choice. Kohler Homes, an award-winning local business with outstanding customer reviews. Kohler Homes doesn't pressure sale, offer those gimmick specials, or advertise that we're factory direct, even though we are. Kohler Homes' reputation is to offer options for multiple manufacturers, not just one. And our goal is to find the best window to fit your needs. With companies disguising private label windows as their own, it's crucial to know who the real manufacturer is. So don't wait. Go to KohlerHomesInc.com. That's KohlerHomesInc.com. Remember, Kohler Homes, the right choice.
Leon Searcy here for Wingstop. Now, you know I love bone-in wings, but the boneless wings are absolutely mouth-watering too. Right now, you can try the Big Night and Bundle for $16.99. This is too good of a deal to pass up. You get 25 boneless wings, you get any 3 flavors, and any 3 dips. Feed the whole family. Easy ordering on the app or online. For a limited time, try the Big Night and Bundle at Wingstop.
Can't stop. Wingstop. When you look for that hard-to-find part for your car or truck, Rusty Acres is your source for used Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury auto parts. You'll get the parts you need and advice on how to install them. Rusty Acres, 786-1777.
He's number 55, Mac in the Middle, Tom McManus.
From the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
Fridays on Jaguars Today, brought to you by McGowan's, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, on 1010XL.
At Zerez, we clean carpets and tile, but we also clean sofas, recliners, kitchen chairs, patio furniture, and even the mattresses on your bed. For March, we are offering 25% off all upholstery cleaning. Zerez spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zerez. Skilled trade jobs are booming, so begin your high-pay, high-demand career today through the Northeast Florida Builders Association. Their apprenticeship program provides paid training in some of the most highly sought-after skilled trades. Work full-time in carpentry, electrical, sheet metal, HVAC, or plumbing. Plus, earn a 10% raise every year. And the classes are 100% tuition-free. Start your new career now and apply online today at nefbaapprenticeship.org.
I'm John Haney, owner of Clearwater Irrigation. Can you believe the average homeowner spends over 5 hours a week of their valuable time pulling hoses? Then there are those who own a sprinkler system that makes no sense at all. It sprays here and there, but nowhere where you need it. Call us at Clearwater Irrigation and we'll design a system that makes sense to you.
Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Skip the bull and focus on the one thing that matters, generating real, qualified leads for your business. It's no secret your company's website and how you promote it online drives business growth. At Beeson 4, we simply help companies like yours attract new business. Let us prove it to you. Go to beeson4.com for your free digital audit and learn how to unlock your total online lead generation potential. Visit BESON4.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
All right, so I'm gone the next 2 days, right?
Yep. Big games, big show. Big games,
big
BS.
show.
Big games, BS.
You bringing anybody in, or just you and JJ rocking?
Tomorrow I'm going to have Reggie Northup come in, light heavyweight champion.
That's cool.
MMA. I don't know what I'm doing after that. That's about it. Friday's Petty Friday. There is an interesting soccer article that I want to discuss with JJ.
Football?
Yeah,
Okay,
real
hold
football. And I don't know if it's like preparation, off the field preparation that one guy does.
Oh, is it sexual
Yes.
related?
And I don't know
Oh,
if I
yeah,
wanna talk about it
that's
Friday or tomorrow.
They're actually winning the league.
I don't know how he has the energy, but
Oh, I'm thinking of someone. Never mind. We'll just
Or
bring it up.
when I asked,
yeah,
what are you doing the next 2 days, and that's like the first content thing you bring up.
I mean, I don't know what maybe the Jags would do something
Oh,
that I
that'll be
like.
plenty.
I mean,
like you're asking us to prepare for a show that's
No,
24
not at all.
hours away.
But that's the only thing he has prepared. Just think about that.
I'll bring some stuff.
I mean,
got
well, I'm
plenty.
sure I'll have something. I'll find something.
Yeah.
I mean, Rain Man will load you up.
Yeah,
too.
I'm sure. I mean,
Well, he's gonna have
all I
the
gotta do
answer
is
to
say,
every
"Hey, that
question."
time when this guy did this and that guy did that." Alshon Jeffrey, yeah.
Nelson Aguilar.
All right, we got to get out.
Are you going to give us a live report?
No, I'm not.
Oh, from the NCAA tournament.
No, not going to do that. Not even going to think about y'all.
Have you filled out a bracket?
No, I haven't done that either. I don't even know
I
who's
think I'm
playing
gonna do
in
a mock draft.
Florida and Florida State are both in it.
Wow.
I'm gonna do a 7-round mock draft.
I like that. Live on the show, yes.
I can.
All right,
We
gotta
will.
get. We got to get. Y'all have fun. I'll talk to y'all Monday. James and JJ will be back tomorrow night at 8.
How you came to be in this position. No, 1010XL takes you inside the program director's office with Dan and Jeff.
You want to save a couple extra pennies. To me.
Mornings